This video I'm going to cut a set of 10 AWG cables and 8 AWG cables to 50-foot lengths and then swap them out on my solar panels to see how much of a difference there is between the two. I will also start out and end the testing with a 20-foot length 10 AWG cable so I can see the difference between longer and shorter cables and have a better understanding of what to expect when I build my solar system. So the first thing I will do is cut my 10 AWG and 8 AWG cables to the exact same length by wrapping them all around a drum with the first ends all starting at the same point. Then I will cut the ends on the other side at the same point as the shortest cable, which will result in having a pair of cables that are the same length for both thicknesses. Next, I will go inside and temporarily connect the ends of both the 10 AWG and AWG red and black wires to the bus bars that I will be using for my first array of solar panels. Now I will go outside to start the test, and the first reading that I want to show is for the shorter 20-foot 10 AWG cables that I was using to do all my other testing with, so my charge controller was showing around 937 watts. And after disconnecting the 20-foot cables and connecting the 50-foot 10 AWG cables, I will now get around 763 watts, so I lose about 174 watts using cables that are over twice as long. Then I will disconnect the 50 plus foot 10 AWG cables and connect the 50 plus foot 8 AWG cables, and my charge controller will show around 922 watts with the thicker cables connected. Now I will swap the cables that are a little longer than 50 foot back and forth between the 8 AWG and the 10 AWG to make sure I get consistent readings, which also show 260 watts from the panels that are out of view. And I will get consistent readings, except for this time I connected the 8 AWG cables, but I am fairly certain it was because I had trouble getting one of the MC4 connectors in all the way. This time it's only showing around 876 watts, but you can see it jump back up to over 940 watts when I start to disconnect them, so that's why I'm fairly certain I was losing power at the connection. I did have a much harder time adding the MC4 connectors to the 8 AWG cables than I did with the 10 AWG cables, so I think that might be why I couldn't get one of the 8 AWG connectors in all the way. Here I'm getting over 800 watts for the 10 AWG cables, but when I switch back to the 8 AWG cables, I only get around 872 watts again, so you can lose power not doing the connections right as well. I have put MC4 connectors on quite a few cables now, so I've gotten a lot better at it, but these were the first connectors that I tried, so I didn't really know what I was doing yet. So after swapping the cables several times, I will connect the 20-foot 10 AWG cables in again so I can do more testing, and then head back inside to disconnect the 50-foot cables from the bus bars for my solar panels. Hopefully this video has helped, and feel free to ask any questions that you still may have in the comments. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more quick and on-point videos.